Hello, everyone, and welcome to Check It Out, the library talk show that lets you know what's happening in and around the Bethel Park Public Library. We're your hosts, Elaine Volpe
and Christine McIntosh, and we have a few things going on in May, in addition to all of our book clubs and our regular special interest clubs, of which we have many. On Monday, May 6th at 7 p.m., we have a seminar on special needs trust planning, presented by David Frick, who's a certified public accountant and works for AXA Advisors. So he will be here to answer questions like who actually needs a special needs trust, what's the purpose, how do they work, are they expensive, when should you put one in place. So if you're an individual or a caretaker of a person with special needs, and you don't have a special needs trust, or you forgot why you have one, this is the discussion for you. He will also address how a PA-ABLE account can fit into a financial plan for a special needs individual. On Wednesday, May 8th at 7 p.m., we have a concussion awareness seminar presented by Martine Marino. This is a presentation for coaches, players, and parents, with a question and answer session following. Have your kids had, I know they play sports.
Knock on wood, no, but it's something that as a mom I fear every time they step out into the field.
Bill's nieces and nephews, they seem to always have concussions.
Really?
Yeah, they go hard though, they're real hard.
Yeah.
And not in any way related to concussion awareness, we're having a funeral planning discussion on Wednesday, May 15th at 10:30 in the morning. This is presented by Paul Henney Jr. Funeral Home. Chad Baker, who is a pre-need advisor, will be here to lead a discussion on sensitive topics such as last wishes, making your wishes known to your loved ones, preliminary or pre-planning, and cremation and burial options. Does your family, do you guys talk about this? We all know.
We really don't.
Yeah, we all know. My mom has she has that 5 wishes document. She has a copy, I have a copy, the doctor has a copy, and we all know what each other wants.
Which is good, right? That's important. Sometimes something that you want to think about, but that's necessary to think about.
Bill doesn't discuss it, so I don't know.
Really?
He said bury him in the backyard. I said, that's not legal. But on Wednesday, May 29th at 7 p.m., we have a seminar called It's Good to Be the Queen, How Women Can Obtain Their Own Financial Sovereignty, which I love. I think that's a clever title.
Yes.
This is presented by Rosalind Wilkinson. She's a certified financial planner. So women, when it comes to money and finances, are you a damsel in distress? Well, it's time to own your own financial life like you do your career and your health. So you need to set your own goals. Don't abdicate your financial health to anyone else. And if the whole idea of financial planning scares you, Elaine, know that financial planning
I was going to say something and you beat me to it.
is no more complicated than an 8th grade math class. So you can do this. Come learn how.
Yeah. So what is the date on that again?
That is Wednesday, May 29th at 7 p.m.
Okay.
And one of the things that we talked about on the April show was National Library Week and sharing your story, hashtagging your story.
Yes.
Well, the Allegheny County Library Association, of which we are a member, has taken that a little further. So they have a campaign called Faces of the Library, Share Your Library Story. So people all over Allegheny County rely on libraries, the places that, we welcome everyone. There's always something for everyone to do. It's a place of imagination and inspiration, somewhere to relax, get help with homework, improve your workforce skills, access the internet, which people do every day here, or simply come share a smile with one of the staff members. So libraries are for the people, and we would like to know why or how the library is important to you and to the community. So if you visit the ACLA website, which is ACLA, A-C-L-A libraries.org. There's a segment there called Faces, and we ask that you share your story. They do ask for your name, and they will ask if you want to share your story.
And how does that work? I mean, will they upload a picture as well, or is it no face? Because they call it Faces. I didn't know if it was they had pictures with.
You probably can. They're using it as a tool, and then what will happen, so like if you go on there and you say, I'm Christine from Bethel Park, we will also get a copy of that testimony, I guess I would call it. to basically to use it for advocacy for us. I mean, our state funding has been flat for over 10 years now after a 50% cut under the Rendell administration. So we're always looking for stories of how a library has made a difference in your life, be it something really small or something very large. So it's a good place to tell your story.
Share the story. Yeah, I love
Yes.
that idea.
And if you choose not to have your story shared larger than just with us, you can say, I don't want it shared. But please visit the website and add your story so that we can share too with our council, with our staff. We love to hear. Elaine gets lots of
We all do.
fan mail
We all
from
do.
kids on YouTube all over the country that watch her bedtime stories, and it does make
It's
you
very
feel so
heartwarming.
good.
But like
Yeah.
you said, it's also important too. People need to know the importance of libraries and how it
Right.
does impact lives, so that we can get that valuable funding and support that we need.
Right. So I hope everyone will do it. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just take a few minutes.
Take a few minutes.
So May also too, because everything is warming up and people are outside. There are not many new DVDs coming out this month, but check out these couple of titles that we have coming out for you.
What are you doing in space? Aliens kidnapped my friends. I'm going to get them back. That planet is ruled by an alien queen.
I'm a queen, whatever I would not be.
The talking horse?
I can change my form if this makes you more comfortable. Hey, guys.
No, go back. The horse was much more palatable.
Come with me on this adventure to save my friends. Teach me to be tough. Let's go find your friends.
Who's a good boy?
Yeah, you are.
Emmy!
Lucy!
You look different. Did you draw stubble dots on your face?
What? No. I got a big phone and a play phone. I gotta get it, baby.
You miss me? No, I did not.
Sorry, banana keeps slipping on his peel on the way out. You gon' bruise your butt.
There is an armada with enough cages for all of our dragons.
This is a new kind of enemy. We need to find the hidden world.
I will destroy everything you love.
Toothless, no!
You're nothing without your dragon.
If Grimlow succeeds, there won't be any dragons left. And it's up to us to put an end to it.
So, what are you gonna do about it?
Suit up, gang. We have one shot at this. You brought a baby to a battle? I couldn't find a sitter. The hidden world. It really does exist.
Now that's a king.
You're right, bud. It's time.
Tell me about a time when you worked hard to solve a problem.
This morning, getting up.
We're gonna find you someone you like.
I need assistance.
How much does it pay?
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
My bad, man.
You are not qualified for this position.
You wanna feed your soul? Then listen to its clean. Think about what you're trying to do to me. It's amazing, ain't it? Sound just like her.
Yeah, it's uncanny.
You as rich as Jay-Z?
No, richer.
Which car is yours?
All of these to the right.
Oh my God.
They're not practical.
Exactly. You can have any girl you want. What about this lady with all the Botox? I'll be perfect for each other. You can't move your body, and she can't move her face. This is the moment I surrender. You know that it is.
Just relax. I am relaxed. This is me being relaxed.
Welcome back, everybody. Joining me now is Miss Heather Anderson, who actually chairs our annual art gala. We are now heading into our 4th annual art gala, which we are both very excited about. So, Heather, can you give our friends at home just some details about the gala, how it works, why it's so much fun, and why, of course, they should participate, and what maybe your favorite part of the gala is?
Yes. Well, if you know me, my favorite part about the art gala is that it is fun and fabulous.
Indeed.
It's a chance for kids to come and get dressed up for a fancy night out with their family. We have hors d'oeuvres, and we even have a string quartet playing for the families.
Yes.
Super
Which
fun.
is such a nice touch.
It is such
and
a nice touch.
That kind of brings up the aspect of community involvement, right? So our musicians are from the Bethel Park High School. They've graciously come every year. We invite, teachers and different district officials from the school district to come, and it really is a fabulous community event.
It is.
It just kind of brings everybody together.
And we think that all of our community residents are artists. Everybody has a piece of inner art in them. And so we accept all kinds of different art, whether they're toddlers making their first creations or experienced artists in the high school.
Right, which I think is kind of what makes it unique too, right?
Yeah.
We see those finger paintings and those first art creations, like you said, and we see, beautiful photography pieces. We had a couple of those last year, and beautiful paintings from some of our older teens. We did bring some of the pieces down so that we could kind of give our viewers a sneak peek. So do you want to hold up that one? I feel like Miss Christine would love this one.
This one.
She would want to bid on this one. And if we could talk a little bit too about how the bidding works and how it is actually not only a wonderful community event, but also acts as a fundraiser for us. I feel like we should mention that as well.
So this one was named Cat Mosaic by the artist. It was submitted by Adrian Luther this year. This one is actually not up for auction. Sorry, Miss Christine.
Oh, that's right.
But what Miss Elaine was talking about is that this is such a cool opportunity for the artists to auction off their pieces. And at the end of the night, somebody in the community can take home and win that piece of art to hang up in their home. And I know that my own kids and their friends think that is so cool to know that their piece of art might be hanging up in somebody else's house.
It makes them feel special, right? That somebody wanted a piece of their artwork to decorate their home. I think that is wonderful.
Yeah. I'll just real quick show that Adrian also submitted a few other pieces. So really, 3-dimensional art is
I love
also,
this one.
Yeah, they're all awesome. And if you could see some of the other pieces that we've already received, it's just an amazing chance for the community to come together.
So if our viewers do want to participate, how do they go about doing so?
They can submit up to 5 pieces of art up until the date of May 10th, which is right around the corner. You can submit it a little late, but your name just might not be in the program, which is okay. And you'll just drop your art off at the children's desk of the library, and we'll get to work preparing the display.
Great. Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us.
Join us.
I know you're as excited about it as I am, so please join us, everybody at home, and drop off that artwork. One other thing that I wanted to talk about on the children's portion of today's Check It Out show is our summer reading. And that, too, is right around the corner. And we, of course, want as many people as possible to participate. This year's theme is space. And so we hope you will enjoy this little promo that we put together just last week. Hello, everyone. We're coming to you this evening with breaking news regarding space travel and life on other planets. It has been reported that around 7 p.m. last night, alien visitors from the planet Mars landed right here in Bethel Park. Apparently, these alien visitors made their way to the Bethel Park Public Library, where they not only stumbled upon books, but learned all about their summer learning program. The Mars inhabitants were greatly impressed with the program, and so much so that it seems they want to take information back to Mars in hopes of replicating the system there. Our news correspondent, Sarah Runco, is at the Kennedy Space Center now, talking to NASA personnel about the landing. Sarah, history was made last night if what we are hearing is indeed true. Can you confirm, after speaking with NASA officials, that life on Mars does indeed exist, and that visitors from the planet arrived here yesterday?
That's right, Elaine. History was made yesterday, and staff here at NASA, including its senior astrobiologists, have confirmed the landing. Scientific evidence was taken from West Library Avenue in Bethel Park and immediately brought down here to Florida for examination. Parts of the spacecraft are being studied as we speak, and one extraterrestrial has been brought here to NASA and is in questioning with a NASA administrator. Communication is slow, but they are making progress with the Martian, whose name appears to be Yaba. What we do know is that Yaba was greatly impressed with what he saw at the Bethel Park Public Library. He expressed his excitement by jumping up and down and twirling his antennae in rapid circles. It seems that these new visitors are friendly, docile creatures who intend no harm.
Well, this certainly is amazing stuff. So hard to believe and exciting for sure. Sarah, our viewers are also hearing that this recent encounter has prompted NASA officials to go ahead and launch the Apollo sooner than they had expected. They're just so eager to now visit Mars and learn about their land and their inhabitants. Can you confirm Apollo's pending launch, and has that been moved up?
Yes, that's right. NASA worked throughout the night to prepare for the mission to Mars, and I had the opportunity to speak with one of the astronauts, Miss Christine McIntosh.
Hey, it's Christine McIntosh coming to you from the surface of Mars. I am so excited to be part of this inaugural landing on this planet. In all the years that I worked and trained with NASA, I never thought for a minute that I'd ever get to do something as incredible as land on Mars. I've seen some really great stuff here. They have a really fun water park. Their pizza is great. But I do understand why they want to come to Earth to visit our library. They have libraries, but they don't have any Missy Lanes or Miss Sarah's or Miss Jackie's or any of the other wonderful resources that we have.
Well, again, everybody, just incredible news here today. Sarah, we thank you for your extensive coverage down there at the Kennedy Space Center. Thank you to Christine for the interview. We can only imagine how busy this time must be for you as you prepare for your new and exciting adventure. Sarah, we'll look forward to more coverage and speaking with you again on the 6 o'clock news. We're going to toss it over now to Kristen Slavonic, who's actually at the Bethel Park Public Library, the first location that the aliens explored. Kristen, what were the reactions of the library staff, and have you caught any glimpses of the Martians yourself?
Well, as you can imagine, Elaine, the staff were just dumbfounded by the whole situation. One person reportedly fainted and was transported to the hospital, but they have been reported to be okay and have been released. Now, all the staff that I did speak to were just surprised on what to do in this situation. They did say that communication was very difficult with the extraterrestrials, but they and the aliens ended up using hand gestures and body signals to communicate with each other. Now, children's staff member Lynn Hahn had this to say about her encounter.
I worked here for almost 25 years, and I thought I'd seen it all until I saw green Martians come in, and I thought they were green lizards that came in from the garden.
Two of the little Martians were preoccupied with the vast amount of toys in the play area. A few were engrossed in their books, but all were eager to learn more about summer learning. Their excitement could barely be contained, and library staff were thrilled to give them more information.
I've worked here for almost 6 years, and I thought that those Martians were roofers on top of the building.
Well, it sounds as though that library staff will have quite the stories to tell for years to come. Now, no one has actually seen the extraterrestrials leave the area, so some do believe that they may still be around. All of the aliens seem friendly and harmless, so should you run into one, do not be afraid, but please do call the NASA hotline at 555-555-5555. We're going to interview some local residents now to see if they agree with the Martians' take on summer learning. Some Earthling students have been badging at the Bethel Park Public Library for the last couple of years, and they're here today to share their thoughts.
Okay, I grew up in Bethel Park, and I grew up coming to the library. Now my kids get to come and enjoy it, just like I did as a child.
I come with my mom, and it's very fun being with my mom. I am very happy to be here, and the most wonderful thing about the library is it has lots of books and words in the books and so many wonderful pictures. Books could just take you anywhere.
It's been a foundation for early literacy in their lives, and it's really shown as they've grown up, and now they're 9 and 5 years old, and they love reading and they love being a part of everything that goes on here at the library.
I love at the library because they are nice
We know all the librarians by heart. We know everybody's names, and we feel like a family here.
I like how it has lots of programs, including the summer reading program.
We love the summer reading program because there's always great ideas in the booklets and suggestions from the librarians about activities and things to do.
We love the library because it's so much more than the books. They have classes for kids of all ages.
Whether it's a summer reading program or any of the programs, we try to do as many of the activities as possible, and we feel that the library is a valuable resource in our family's life, and we wouldn't really know what to do without it.
It's really good for kids to be here too. Checking out books, reading books, learning how to read, and all these wonderful experiences I can do at the library.
We're very thankful for our library, and we're glad it's such a vital part of our lives.
12, 11, 10, 9, ignition sequence start, 6,
So you were part of that video as well. So I know you had fun.
Oh my gosh, I had so much
making
fun.
it and being the astronaut that got to land on Mars, right?
Yeah.
So we are super excited about the space theme. So everybody out there, you can sign up beginning June 1st. Registration for our summer classes begins May 13th. Flyers are hot off the press. They are available now and online, like in the Children's Department or online. We fit everything in one flyer for birth through 6th grade.
I like that format. It
I
looks
do.
like
It's like a newspaper, right? The
I
insert's
really
not
like
in here,
that.
but we even have an insert. And then a separate flyer for our teens, grades 7 and up. So definitely check those out. Again, May 13th is the day to register. If you are going to participate, not if you are, when you participate, you will get a booklet. We're going to do badging again this year. So kids will work their way through the booklet to earn all 6 badges. With each badge, they will receive a raffle ticket to win one of many fabulous prizes. So there's that. And then for the teens, it's working a little bit different. They get to scratch off lottery tickets this year. So every book that you read, you'll want to come down to the children's desk, because that's where we'll have the tickets. You'll get to scratch off the ticket, and you will either be an instant winner. And if you're not an instant winner, that means your name gets put in for the $100 Amazon gift card drawing that will be pulled at the end of the summer. So it's like, either way, why not take the chance, right? Yeah, so a lot of fun stuff going on. And then our Children's Choice Awards just wrapped up. So we actually wanted to end today's show with a little video from CCA that will reveal this year's winner. right, so congratulations to that winning book and to the author, I should say. And thank you to all of our participants who participated in CCA this year. If you missed out this year, you'll want to stay tuned for details next year. We will probably announce the first few books early September. We don't always reveal the whole list. There's always 8 titles in all, but we like to give 2 or 3 of those titles
so you get a chance to read them
away
all.
in September. Yeah, so stay tuned.
Fabulous. Well, just a few announcements. The library will be closed on Sunday, May 26th and Monday, May 27th in celebration of the Memorial Day holiday. And then from there on out, the library will be closed on Sundays throughout the summer. We won't open again until the Sunday after Labor Day. Sundays, just Sundays.
Yep.
So that's all.
Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. And as always, if you have any more questions or comments that you'd like to share on any of the things that we talked about on today's show, you know what to do. Go ahead and give us a call.
Visit our website.
Or better yet, stop in and see us in person. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you next month.